Hey everyone and welcome. Ever wondered, what happens when countries run out of money? Well, Ray Dalio's book, How Countries Go Broke, dives deep into that very question. Buckle up, because we're about to break it down. Dalio, a super experienced macro investor, looked at 35 cases over the last 100 years where countries went bust. He found patterns like a recipe for disaster. And guess what? He calls it the big debt cycle. So, what's this big debt cycle all about? It's basically a recurring pattern that messes with a country's financial health. Think of it like this: too much debt, things start to wobble. Dalio actually shared this cycle with treasury secretaries and central bankers. Pretty cool, right? He wants everyone to understand the risks and how to prevent them. Now, one thing the book touches on is the shrinking American dream of owning a home. High inflation, crazy interest rates, and wages that just aren't keeping up. All signs of the big debt cycle. Get this, only a tiny percentage of American households might be able to afford a median-priced new home in 2025. Yikes. Dalio warns that the economic situation isn't just a temporary bump in the road. He thinks it's a late stage in a cycle that has historically brought down great nations. Double yikes. The book also explains how government debt can lead to central banks printing more money, which causes inflation and eats away at your real wages. And higher interest rates, meant to fight inflation, make mortgages super expensive while your savings shrink. It's like a financial roller coaster. But wait, there's more. How Countries Go Broke argues that debt problems are tangled up with politics, geopolitics, natural disasters like droughts and floods, and even technology, especially AI. All these things cause major shifts in the world order. It's all connected. Okay, so what's the solution? Well, Dalio's model points to some straightforward ways to deal with debt problems in the US, Europe, Japan, and China. Basically, the book is a wake-up call about how countries go broke and what we need to do to change course. It's about facing reality and taking bold action so that owning a home doesn't become impossible for most folks. Dalio's analysis highlights the danger of falling living standards on the middle class disappearing because of unsustainable debt. He warns that as governments borrow more to pay interest, the system becomes super fragile, which could lead to inflation and the value of our money going down the drain. Reviewers are calling this book a must-read for policymakers and anyone who wants to understand markets and fiscal cycles. They say it's super important for understanding the risks that the US and other countries are facing and how to avoid the worst-case scenarios. Dalio's way of understanding financial markets is praised for being able to predict what's coming. Basically, it's a valuable resource for everyone, from policymakers to investors to regular citizens like you and me. So, there you have it. How countries go broke in a nutshell. It's a wild ride through debt, cycles, and the future of our economies. Definitely worth checking out if you want to understand what's really going on in the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.